So quick history of the summit and why I created this. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also somebody who likes to do projects and who likes to contribute to people. I'm always looking for opportunities to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I used to do so at my own expense. I'll give you an example. I was, 2005, I was part of the Lions Club. I was part of all kinds of service groups in the area. I was the program manager for the Women's Business Association. You know, I had my hand in lots of different areas and I was really, really active. But then I got pregnant and my pregnancy took its toll on my body and I was incredibly sick. And I was so service oriented that even after having a C-section, I got up to make phone calls to anybody that I had made any promises to, just to make sure that they had everything they needed. And so I don't know if anybody can relate to any of that, like having a major surgery and then still trying to take care of all of the pieces. But what I didn't do back then was I didn't actually put myself first. I didn't know how to work with others and contribute to them by asking for help, right? So these are things that I had to learn over time. And years later, I got myself burnt out again and I kept going through this cycle of burnout, trying to help people or trying to get my projects off the ground. And I created this summit to help people find what they need and connect who they need to have their dreams and goals so people don't have to go through those kind of things. Okay, all right, so this is the fifth one. Okay, so that leads me to, I'm gonna teach you guys about the pyramid of significance. Has anybody here ever heard of the pyramid of significance? Okay, Elvira, all right. And then Ramel. Ramel, can you take yourself off mute? I'm actually going to spotlight you for a second and I'm gonna spotlight myself. Okay, because Ramel's gonna draw on the whiteboard what the pyramid of significance is. You ready, Ramel?
I'm ready. I have to do this first. Okay, this is SDK. Anytime I use a whiteboard, that spelling don't count. So okay. If there's any misspelled words, that doesn't count.
Perfect. Thank you for the warning. Okay, so if you can just draw a triangle, sure. Okay, because this is the pyramid of significance. And then make it have 4 sections. Okay, so 4 levels. Okay, so imagine that the bottom of the pyramid, that's safety. You just write that in there. And then the next level is security. And the next one is success. And the next one is significance at the top. Okay, all right, thank you. I'm just going to, I'm gonna take you, actually no, I'll keep you on there. Okay, so what I was doing that ended up being a very bad idea, but I kept repeating it for years, was that I would get between safety, security, and success, but my success was always rocky because I hadn't actually taken care of the security underneath it. And I would be trying to operate in significance without having the level of success that would sustain it. So therefore, I was serving and helping a lot of people, but I could never really make the impact that I wanted because I didn't build on the foundation. So this may relate to a lot of you here, because most people that come to the Creative Collaboration Summit are here because they're the kind of people who like to make a difference for others. And you're the kind of people who like to grow as well. So if you're wondering why things might not be working for you and you find yourself in any of the areas trying to make a difference, but you don't have a solid foundation underneath for any of the other ones, this could be why you're having challenges. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna get into the mindset about that later. All right, thank you, Ramel. Everybody give it up for Ramel. You can put in the chat like, woo!
You can Ramel White.
Thank you. It's amazing. Okay, all right. So now I'm gonna remove my own spotlight so we're all together again. Did anybody get anything from that? Feel free to take yourselves off mute at any time. I have people muted as they come in, because this is an interactive event. Okay, I'm just wondering if anyone could relate to what I shared there.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense as to why I'm not where I wanted to be or thought I should be.
Yeah, thanks, John. Thanks, John. Amy, I saw you as well there.
Yes, what you just said about getting to that significance but not being able to maintain it because the other layers are not stabilized, that's huge. I totally relate to that.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps because like even when you said it, I was like, okay, you really resonate with that. I could feel it. I can feel it. Even if you achieve those levels, if it's not like solid, you'll end up going back down, right? So yeah. And then sometimes even trying to do something really significant takes you out of your power in your lower levels if you're not maintaining that solidness, right? So it's kind of like you've always got to make sure that you're moving up to do that.
Exactly.
Okay?
I feel like I climb and then I fall off because it's like wobbly ladder, and then you're like, oh, and I'm like, I got this, climb up, and then boom.
Exactly. Well, that's why we created this, so that you can help connect with the people to help build that safety, the stability, the success, and you can contribute more. right? So yay.
I love it.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so we have something really fun, and we're going to do a testing of the breakout room questions. Basically, it's going to be an example going through how this is going to operate, and I need a volunteer. Okay, Maury, I saw you first. Okay.
Sure, why not? I like the unknown.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, and Syra, do you have, I just want to have you have this link available for the breakout room questions. Do you have that available? If not, I'll just share my screen. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so Maury, do you see these questions in front of you?
I do.
Okay, great. And yeah, so you're gonna have 90 seconds. And when we do the breakout rooms, we want to be contribution to each other. Okay, so we want to allow other people the time to talk. We also don't want to, if they go on too long and they're not realizing it, we want to actually stop them from going on too long, because we're not being of service if some people don't get their turn. Okay. All right. So 90 seconds. John Gilbert, can you time it? Perfect. All right. So go.
My name is Maury Zelkovich. I live just north of Toronto in a place called Barrie, Ontario. Some of the things I love to do are my business. I love helping people help themselves. My favorite superhero is me. My personal superpower is my ability to help others to help themselves. Something I'm working on is new technologies and techniques to optimize the human mind and brain. Some things or resources I need for this project are connections to people who have contacts who can help scale to get this out to more and more people, because what I do helps everyone with stress, anxiety, and so many other things. People I'd like to meet, again, are people with connections to other people who might be able to scale this business. I'm looking for ideas or feedback on my products themselves, as well as what people think is necessary in the world. Something I'm selling is products in the field of what's called brainwave entrainment. I do it in my own unique way. You can get what I'm selling from by doing a search for the Maury Method online. You can find out more about me by clicking my link, which I'll put in the chat shortly. And the other thing I'd like you to know about me is I spent the first 40 years of my life wanting to be dead. Now I want to live forever. Thank you very much.
Wow. Beautiful. John, what was the time? You're on mute, John.
80 seconds. I timed myself.
Yeah, you had plenty of time.
80 seconds? Okay, perfect. That is a wonderful demonstration, because if the timer, so when you guys go into the breakout rooms, you guys get to assign a timer for the 90 seconds. And if the timer misses their cue, you guys can go, ah. And if the person goes over, you guys can go, ah, okay? And we're gonna have fun with this. All right, so Maury, this is where we get a chance to, as a group, we have 90 seconds to offer you support, ask more questions, and the way we do it is we would want to give contacts, we would want to give resources, we would want to give advice if you're looking for it. Whatever we have with our own discretion. Like, here's the thing. It's like, if something doesn't feel right for you to offer it, don't offer it. If you really don't know this person, or if it's something like you want to meet them more before you offer something to them, of course, like, just share your contacts with them in the chat. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, what we're doing here is we're learning to trust our internal guidance system and really still be listening for how we can be supportive of each other. Clear? Okay, so John, will you time again? Make sure you're off mute for this so you can actually be there to say it. Okay, so 90 seconds. Go. So Maury, I know a lot of people, but I'm not clear on exact specific types. I mean, people with connections, but I want to know more detail.
Okay, I'm looking primarily these days for people in the field of stress, anxiety, specifically Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. I have a system that's used by Dr. Dale Bredesen in his RECODE program, which helps to halt and reverse Alzheimer's. So I have doctors and clinicians using my systems.
Got it. Okay, thank you. So who has something that can contribute to Maury?
Maury, I've been retired for 20 years, so I don't have the leads. I would reach out to chiropractors. They're the most entrepreneurial in all the quality of life space, and they're always looking for new things to serve their clients. And again, asked me 20 years ago, I could have connected you with a gazillion people. Now, I don't know anybody.
No,
Right.
thank you.
Maury, I love that you live in Barrie and I'm in Mississauga. We're about an hour and a half away. So hopefully lunch or coffee at some point. But I love what you do. It is so freaking important, especially after this whole 3-year, whatever you want to call it. And I got to tell you that I do have a platform where I can shine a light on you to shine even brighter. It's my own unique, I call it chic and unique platform I've been building for the last 8 years.
If you're someone who likes new things, try that again. If you're someone who loves discovering and learning new things and you want to be the best version of you, and also you like to have fun, then check out the Surprise Me link down below this video, because it's going to take you somewhere special. I'm not even sure where it is. It's going to take you to an adventure. Sometimes it's a link that I think is cool. Sometimes it's another video. Sometimes it's a free download. Sometimes it's an invitation to an event. Whatever it is, I hope you enjoy yourself, have fun, make sure you subscribe to, and click the And click the surprise me link below. I'll see you soon. Thanks.